If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Make sure you watch and share this, because I have a feeling this is one of those videos that they're just going to quietly remove from YouTube. But it is too funny. You have to see this. Is this a coincidence? Now tell me. Bricks piled up. And I'm going to show you a montage of all these cities where all these protests and riots are, where there's piles of bricks neatly stacked right outside all of these stores that end up getting bricks thrown through the windows, and nobody says boo. I mean, if this isn't a sign that this is all planned, that our government placed these there, that this is a paid operation, I don't know what is. What do you think? All of these people who decided that they were going to do this, first of all, they did it in pretty quick order. They got organized pretty quick. They're like, hey, you going downtown? Yeah, I'm going downtown. Let's go downtown. Okay, what are you going to grab? You got any bricks laying around? I don't. You want to run to Lowe's? Okay, how many should I get? Well, I mean, you can't carry a lot of bricks. They're pretty heavy. What, are you going to run around with a whole pile of bricks in your hand? No. So I don't know. What should I get? Just get yourself a brick. Everybody get a brick and show up. No, of course not. Instead, the government will place it there. And the funniest video clip you'll see is the local news trying to debunk why they're there. Look at all these clips of people who miraculously find these perfectly placed, stacked perfectly piles of brick.
You got them bricks, bro. We are protesting. Shit crazy. Some random ass bricks, bro. Ain't no construction. Ain't no construction, bro.
Right here on Ventura Boulevard. And look at this, right at the bus stop.
We have located some bricks that have been left in a couple of areas. We're going to do our best to get those picked up and moved so that they're not used. I don't know who would have put them there. I don't think that they're doing any type of construction or anything like that.
Here's a look at what protests looked like yesterday in Fort Myers. Hundreds of people gathered to demand justice for George Floyd. This one stayed peaceful as well, but there was one thing that caused a little unrest on social media. A pile of bricks. People were worried that they were placed there for protesters to throw. NBC2's Alex Howard is debunking the rumors.
Yesterday afternoon here in downtown Fort Myers, George Floyd protesters found a pile of bricks on the sidewalk here, prompting concerns that they could be used as weapons. Now those same protesters want to find out who put them there.
It's in downtown Fort Myers on Monday, spilling over from the weekend.
Just to show my support for the community. You know, I understand where they're coming from. I've had bad experiences myself.
Some, like this man named Kyle, came to show support.
But people were peaceful and they were trying to get their message across.
But amid the protests on Sunday, he noticed this, a neatly stacked pile of loose bricks outside the U.S. courthouse.
And I asked the Fort Myers police officer that was around the corner, I went up to the man and I said, do you know there's a pile of bricks over there at First and Monroe? And he responded to me, are you asking me or are you telling me? And he said, well, that's what they like to use to, throw at windows.
Fortunately, they weren't used for that purpose, but after posting a picture to Twitter, now he wants answers.
What's their purpose? Maybe there was no purpose at all. Maybe they were just there from a repair or some construction.
On Monday, the city told NBC2 the loose bricks were being temporarily stored to install a fiber optic cable, something those who work downtown noticed.
The bricks have been here for a long time. I first noticed them when they started repairing them along the sidewalk, And it's a sad coincidence that there's rioting and people notice the pile of bricks, but I've been seeing them for a long time.
Still, later that afternoon, the bricks were removed.
To get them out of the way, there's no need to have projectiles when things are getting hostile.
This right here?
Yeah, they put them there.
This the setup.
They put them there on purpose,
Y'all know
bro.
where we at.
They gonna set them hoes right up on the route of.
Y'all know what building this is
Come
right
on
here.
now.
I ain't even gonna say what name it is.
Hey, where do them bricks go to? Where do them
This
bricks
is
go
setup.
to? Where do them bricks
We
go
gotta
to?
do better.
Ain't no damn construction.
Gotta do better.
Ain't no damn construction around here.
I see.
Ain't no damn construction around here. You just gonna set a pallet of bricks right there. Oh, okay.
Listen, I did jury duty 3 months ago. Y'all don't keep no bricks right there. Do better. Do better. I see you.
That is just proof that this is bought and paid for. If you needed any more at this point, think about the protests that came out of the C19, right? Think about how there were actually really people who were fed up, who were business owners, who couldn't open their businesses, that were losing money, that weren't able to pay their rent, right? And what did we see? Like 100 people peacefully protest and show up. Everybody's life was affected by the C19. Isn't it interesting that only a few states, I think it was just a handful, maybe 3 or 4, actually had these small protests outside of Capitol buildings. Yet here, with this, one guy, we're supposed to believe that this happens to, even though it's all planned, this happens to one guy, and everybody in the nation gets together, leaves their home, ignore the quarantine, because remember, these are the people who were afraid of the C19, who were telling us, don't be bad citizens and go outdoors. But now it's okay, right? Because it's for a huge cause. So everybody's just running out the door, forgetting that we've been sitting inside for 3 months. I mean, you can't make it up. They're not even talking about the C19. Quietly on the back page, have they passed the, have they come up with the vax yet? Now it's about this, civil unrest, martial law. This is going exactly how they want it to go. Phase 2, if you want to call this phase 2, you can call this phase 2, and phase 3 when C19 comes back. But the fact that people don't even just use common sense, I mean, just look at it from the standpoint of all of these cities, all of these places organizing these types of things within hours, right? Nobody's got anything to do. Everybody's just like, you know what? Well, I'm at dinner with my wife and my kids. Well, we're going to go down and loot and riot. Would you like to come? And then you could go to jail for 15 years? Yeah. Well, what are we doing over? Well, police brutality. Oh, as if that's a new thing. Oh, well, okay. Well, we need to do it this time. So I'm going to kiss my wife in the forehead. I'm going to tell her, look, I'm going to throw some bricks through a Family Dollar for no reason whatsoever. And I might spend 20 years in jail and never see the kids again. But, you know, Steve called and that's what's going on. So I'm heading out. Right? And one by one, all these people just show up and they supposedly have bricks. Why are all these bricks placed there? I mean, the funniest excuse is the one guy. Well, they're doing something with, I think, what do you say, 5G? You know, they're building something. They've been there for a long, long time. Okay, fine. What about all the other cities? How about the one where they literally rip down, you know, the barrier behind it, and then inside of it is these perfectly placed bricks. Nobody's like, wait, what is that? Like, they already know it's there. They just grab them and start running around, throwing them at places, throw them inside store windows. Has nothing to do with anything that supposedly happened with the police, right? What does Family Dollar have to do with it? Oh, well, it's the message we're sending. Oh, to destroy stores, and people have nothing to do with this if you actually believe it's real? Yeah, it makes perfect sense. It's a joke. It's to usher in martial law. That's it. That is it. And we've seen the predictive programming. How many thousands of movies have we seen this? From The Purge, right? Ooh, The Purge, this one night, everybody can riot and loot. And so many people saw the movie, they're like, oh, it's so cool. Wouldn't that be cool? No, it wouldn't be. And then they bring in the military. I mean, watch the Joker movie. It's almost like the same exact thing, right? One face of this movement, the Joker, then everyone's rioting and destroying stores. And yeah, this is predictive programming. And it's a real shame to me that so many people actually, like, I've had people comment, and I really don't care. Because if you look at me and you listen to my channel and suddenly you don't want to listen because you think I don't get it, because I don't have black skin, it has nothing to do with it. I don't care what color your skin is. I've said it a million times. The only enemies that I have here on this earth are Satanists. Those are my enemies, people who are against our Father. That's it. Don't care what your skin color is. This isn't about that. They've been engineering racism for centuries. They've been doing this. They've been working you. They work both sides. They work these dumb white people into actually hating black people and vice versa. So they actually do create racist people. I never said there weren't any, but these events are not about that. Look at all of these celebrities who came out and posted statements from Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan, Obama. I said this yesterday. I mean, every one of them came out and gave us a statement about how change is needed. Every statement said the same exact thing. Oh, I'm heartbroken. Who cares if Barry Obama and Michael Obama are heartbroken right now? Okay? Does anyone really care? No, because they're engineering you. They're working your emotion, and we have to do something now. We have to change. And then these other talking heads on TV are like, if you sit back and don't do anything, then you deserve to be thrown in jail. There's people saying stuff like that. And it's like, their media is igniting it. They want it. And that should be enough for people to go, well, if they want this, then well, what would the agenda be? And the agenda is as clear as day, because all of us who have been truthers have been talking about martial law. People who don't even have channels are aware of how badly they've wanted to bring in martial law. And whether or not this was the plan from the get-go, we'll never know, with the C-19 happening at once. Like I said yesterday, the Illuminati card game with the combined disasters, right? All of it is planned disasters combined. They're not like real things that happen. They created these, problem, reaction, solution, right? Maybe they thought they could bring this in with the outbreak, but they were struggling so much because they kept giving different stories. And by the way, where is Fauci right now? Is he on a boat somewhere? I haven't heard from him. Every day we were hearing from these doctors, oh, this and that, and how we should live, and how we can't go talk to people or be near anyone. And now they've all vanished pretty quick. And now we're stuck with this, where we're seeing the actual government arm these people who are paid for by George Soros and these other large foundations who start and what's the word? Aggregate, or start and create at least these types of protests and riots. They hire people to be at the front. And then, like I've said a million times, zombies follow suit. And they go, look, it's happening in my town. I'm going to go join. I'm going to do the right thing, because they've heard the celebrities and everyone on TV tell them that they need to get involved and defend, our rights and George's rights, and give him, he won't die in vain is the saying they keep saying, right? So that's how it works. That's how they engineer people into getting involved and believing it's real. And then they think we're crazy. Like, how could all of this stuff be going on? Well, it's easy. It's a mind control operation. It's called a PSYOP, a psychological operation, right? They fund it. They put these people there. They plan and organize it. They give them the weaponry to use, the bricks. What do these people all have? These flaming cocktails that you see in like video games like Grand Theft Auto, and they're just throwing them around into Family Dollars and Targets and rag shops or whatever stores are out there now. I mean, come on. These people have nothing to lose. They're like, I've lived 30 years on this planet. I've gone to college. I'm outraged by this. I'm going to go throw a flaming cocktail through a restaurant window so I can serve the next 40 years in jail, all because police brutality of a guy I didn't know, but I'm worked up because everyone on TV told me to be. No. They're like, oh, hundreds of people, thousands have been arrested. The only ones you see are these these ones that they flaunt out on TV, like the CNN anchor. I mean, it's such a joke. It's such a show. The stockpiling of the bricks should be enough for people to just scratch their head for a second, go, yeah, how did they all have bricks, right? Do you have bricks laying around your house? I mean, maybe if you're somebody who builds with bricks, maybe if you're an actual mason, not a Freemason, maybe. But I'd say 95 to 99% don't have bricks laying around. So in the meantime, I'm headed to the riots and the looting tonight, but I'm going to run to Lowe's and buy me some bricks. Not too many, because it's a lot to carry, but I'll get enough. Oh, wait, look at this. It's conveniently here. Stacks and stacks of bricks. What a joke. You can laugh. I'm laughing at it because it's utterly ridiculous. And we do live in the dumbest time period because people are buying it hook, line, and sinker. They love to have their emotions played with because they allow them to play with their emotions instead of just going, screw you, it's all a show. I'm not getting riled up over a story that you don't even know if it's real or not. 99% of the time, the stories in the news are not real. They're fabricated. They're created to provoke you, to create a narrative, and to control and herd the culture. I want to remind everyone, please check out my website at callforanuprising.com. If this video gets taken down, which it might, not because I'm doing anything controversial, but, just like the videos with the doctors and the C-19, they just automatically removed it. These would be the types they would remove with this, where people are going to go, yeah, why are there bricks stockpiled up? So that'll be over on my website in case you want to watch it again. And I recommend people do sign up. It's $2.99 a month, but you can share your information. Maybe you're in a city and you've seen stockpile bricks, so you could upload pictures and video there and interact with other people about what's going on in this insane circus that we live in. I thank everyone again for listening. God bless all of you and your families.